What's going on, everyone? Today's July the 20th, 2023. Here to talk about Stellar Lumens today and try to figure out what in the world happened into the price actions trading over the last couple of days, because the market here in Stellar has done phenomenal. The market has completely ran up on July the 13th and it's still going higher to this day. What's going on? What is causing so much interest to come into this particular market for Stellar Lumens? We're going to try to figure that out from the price chart and try to understand, is this market still bullish? And if it is, then we'll drop a price prediction on the chart anticipating the market move to continue to go up. And if it's not, then I'll drop one to say, look, we're going to look for the market in Stellar Lumens to subside, come down, and then continue to hopefully go higher. So let's go ahead and break this down real quick. You guys can see that I didn't do a price prediction in my last video in Stellar Lumens, which was on the 13th. This is when the market in Stellar Lumens went up, the day that I did the video. And I told you all that I wanted us to see whether or not the market buyers was going to hold a dime, and they definitely exceeded that. They did a wonderful job breaking that market up above many areas of resistance, preferably right here into the market in Stellar Lumens. I told you all that the market had to break this to the upside in order to see a continuation of move higher. This is the type of price action that was required to see Stellar Lumens do just that. This high volume as well as the price spread. It needed to do that in order for the market to take out this massive consolidation of trading area that took months to formulate. Okay, so that's very good to see. Now, first thing we're going to do is we're going to continue to follow the trend. Like I told you on this particular channel, that as long as Stellar Lumens continues to trend and trade above this line, price will forever go up. But when you look at where price is in relation to this trend line, you guys can actually see that we're breaking out away from the trend. And that's why you always want to question, okay, is this a good buy point? Or is down here a good buy point? Yeah, obviously closer to the trend line is where you will want to purchase this particular cryptocurrency, and not necessarily all the way up here at these 18-cent, 17-cent price levels. And once you look at the market price action here in Stellar Lumens, the market is getting hit with some selling right in between 19 cents back down to around 15.5 cents. This is where the selling really is occurring for the buyers. And you guys can see it's kind of pumping the brakes. Like the market is getting restricted into how high price wants to go at those levels. Here it is on the 2-day chart. You guys can still see here that we are seeing some weakness in selling coming to the market on this current 2-day price bar. Take a look at this on the 3-day chart. We're still seeing an indicator of strength, but seeing price close down here off the highs, again, be careful, okay? Especially if you're in this particular market, anticipating that the market's going to continue to go higher in Stellar Lumens. You guys can see that the market did do a fantastic dip. After we saw that fantastic run on the 13th of July, price came down, caught buyers, and then demand reinvigorated, and price ran back up to 18 cents. Okay, so it's good. Like, that's great. But if you're on the tail end of this move, don't be in a rush to try to catch this, because the market has already created its run. Looking at this on the 330-minute chart, this is the trend right here. Okay, this is the minute trend. So yes, price is still bullish, but I want you all to see what happened the last two 330-minute price bars. This market in Stellar did not capitalize off of this push to go up indicator. Instead, price came back down. So this trend line is going to be tested again, preferably around like 16 cents, maybe come all the way back down to 15.153. I'm just saying, looking at the chart for what it is, this is what the chart is reflecting right now. Let's go ahead and look at this on a different time frame. Yeah, so these two 7-hour price bars I'm not feeling in terms of the market still being bullish. I think at least in the near term, price in Stellar is going to dip and go lower to the downside in price, especially on the hourly charts. Yeah, even here on the 9-hour, we're getting back-to-back indicators of weakness. So yeah, I must admit, the market is definitely still bullish though. So I'm still going to play some weakness to the downside in Stellar. It definitely seems as if the market is running across some issues. So I'm going to play some weakness. I don't think, for the long term that this market move is bearish. I still think that the trend is still to the upside, but seeing where price is, I do suspect that price has to come back down in order to induce more buying. Okay. That's the only thing I'm going to drop on this price prediction. I'm not going to tell you that this market is extremely weak, but that you just need to be prepared to see the market in Stellar drift to the downside. Okay. So let me go ahead and do this. I'm going to bring this back over in the hourly chart to try to gauge some areas of support. So that first target's gonna be around like 15.5 cents, maybe a little bit higher than that. You can see that 6.57%. My second target is going to be back down here towards 14.5, maybe 14 cents for Stellar there. I'm just going to drop those two targets. Like I said, I really want to see how low the market has to go before more buying instills and tries to keep this price up in Stellar. Okay, so we'll just run that just for a couple of days and see how weak the market really becomes. If it doesn't get that weak, then like I said, this massive run in Stellar is going to continue, because this is what we want to see right here. If the market's going to continue to go higher, a couple of days to where the market just simply consolidates. And if that occurs, then yeah, we're going to continue to see the market in Stellar run up to 20 cents. For sure. So I'm just going to sit back and let that market continue to trade in that sense. But I definitely see the weakness on the hourly chart. So I'm just going to play that in Stellar from that perspective. Okay. So go ahead and give me your thoughts. Let me know. Make sure you maintain the profitability. And as always, trade different.